Okay. Welcome to Ace Attorney.
Phoenix Wright! Gay attorney!
Yeah. Alright. We're playing Ace Attorney today.
Yes, we are, and I'm so excited. What if we just start with the second game just to, like, painfully go to Turnabout Big Top?
We could. Okay, episode 1, the first turnabout. Play the first turnabout. Yes. Larry. Good old
So in
Larry.
case it isn't obvious, we do know what's gonna happen. We haven't actually played the game before, but we do know, like, the story, so...
Yeah. We just want to play for the vibes.
Yeah, we're playing for funsies.
Just gonna be chill. Oh, we're gonna voice characters. We're gonna get our voice acting skills on. Oh, look at him.
I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
Okay.
Why are we in lobby number 2? Are we not important enough for lobby number 1?
Yes, that is it exactly, actually. Okay. Who should voice Phoenix?
You gotta voice Phoenix, come on.
Boy, am I nervous.
Right!
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Liar! Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! Oh wait, no, this is Larry. This is gonna be
My
Larry.
life, everything, it's all over.
Oh gosh.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death, despair. Ah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Way to state the obvious, Mia.
Yeah. Huh. The dude.
Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
Oh wait,
Why is he like this?
I don't know. What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
You murderer.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
You know, we talk about Phoenix's hair being spiky, but we do not address Larry's hair enough.
We really don't. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do.
No, you're not.
Isn't he, though?
Yeah, he is, but, like, don't have that kind of confidence.
It's unbecoming of a rookie lawyer.
Judge!
Oh, everyone's favorite character.
Wait, why are we on the right this time?
I don't know. I feel like the sides are low-key inconsistent.
Court is... Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
You've got to be paid.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Why is it so perfect for me?
Oh, I'm gonna be debating myself. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I'm Mia and Larry. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your clients. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Murder is a serious charge? They didn't tell me that in law school. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. He is really nervous.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Phoenix Wright! Larry. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. As long as you know who your client is, and that's never an issue at all, you'll do fine.
Oh, God.
Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Oh, uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Are you absolutely sure you're capable of this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Me too, Mia. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab. Remember to check it off and do it for me, please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder block.
Cinder block. So.
Please press cinder block. Please.
No.
Cinder block. Cinder block.
Oh wait, if I do R for profiles. Chief attorney at Fang Co., my boss, a very good defense attorney, the defendant in this case, and Cindy Stone. Oh, she lived in an apartment by herself. Okay. So, now if I... It was Cindy.
Cinder block. Cinder block.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Cinder block.
Gosh, are we gonna call her that the whole time? That feels disrespectful.
She's dead.
That's why it feels disrespectful.
She's as good as a cinder block.
Oh, God. Okay.
Now tell me, what was the cause of death? A cinder block.
She died because cinder blocks are not alive. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, right? Good for you.
Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will never get over that. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Nice!
Statue collected. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court, because nothing else matters in this legal system. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Hey!
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now?
How do I law? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Does he look like that?
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together, just like Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumb. She was just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
Bro, was his eye twitching?
What's it to you, anyway?
Mr. Butts, what do you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Ooh.
What? Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but didn't have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
What do you know about a pain? Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I...
Stop him from answering.
Shut up, Larry!
Shut up.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead.
That is the face of a man who's going to drop dead.
Yeah, and when I meet her in the afternight, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I can't speak English. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Oop.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
That's not an answer.
What kind of cockiness do you have to have on the stand?
Uh-oh, he went.
He
What
went.
do I do? Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering?
Oh.
Oh.
Probably answer honest.
Sure. I know, I'll send him a signal. Oh god.
Oh no. Slams on the desk.
tell the truth. Are you trying to communicate with him telepathically?
What is going on? Yeah, I was there. I went.
Doesn't, okay. Appears only slightly sketchy.
Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill.
That is a judge.
But yeah. Why are you like this? She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Such a high-pitched objection.
I know, he really screeches.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Bing, bing. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad.
I feel like we're not good at this.
Really? What makes you say that? On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, Lord.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Do you want to voice him or do you want me to?
Why don't you voice him for now?
Okay. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
There we go.
Witness testimony.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. She quailed in fright and found... I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought she called the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Oh wait, that wasn't my line. Lols. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Oh my god.
Good sir, you went to law school. Alright, right, this is the real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You went to school for that. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there somewhere. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Okay. I'm scared. So, we have... The time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. Statue. So I think that the time from noon to 6, I don't know.
Okay, so let's move forward with the testimony. And then when we get to like 1 p.m.
Behind him.
Because that's like the main contradiction.
Inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Phoenix Wright. Okay, let's do the autopsy report.
Because the autopsy is 4 to 5.
Mm-hmm. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
We did it!
The autopsy note that the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
For his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sott, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Well, gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot.
She does not look impressed.
That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It probably was coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You would a voice saying the time on a taped program? Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. Okay, so the TV wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, because of the blackout.
Yeah. So now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Blackout record. Objection! Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sott?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait! I remember now! Oh,
Mr. Sott? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sott. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Oh, gosh. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used to hit them. Yeah, the murder weapon. Let's try now. Okay. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ooh. The objection music. Why, you with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? A lawyer?
Literally doing his job.
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yeah. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he...
went into the apartment.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It? The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. He's ugly. No,
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw... Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Give him death!
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply,
Try sounding the clock?
I guess, yeah. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between between what Mr. Sott heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing? Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Can't prove that. You don't have a case.
We literally do.
I think we very much do.
I feel like it's reasonable to assume that.
He's right. How am I gonna prove that?
He literally isn't.
Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Yeah, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing
go to the death row.
I can nothing. I can nothing. There's nothing
I
I
can
can
nothing.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sott.
Mia, I mean Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder.
It shouldn't matter.
Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Wait.
Right.
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
I absolutely can. Wait,
I can think of several.
maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The
Passport.
passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Oh, good lord.
Ah!
Oh, good lord. Stop. Order. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the truth culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, guilty as
Court confetti!
Woo! Why are we on the right side? And with that, this court is adjourned.
Turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their houses. That day, he saw Larry went to her apartment. The victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Specifically a blunt object, not a sharp one.
Phew. Still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
I mean, he does have a point. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Oh.
Wow.
Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this Glock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I think it's this. No, it's actually my attorney's badge. Aren't you proud of me?
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Now, the girlfriend who died actually cared about him. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Well, on that note, I think it's just about time to wrap up this video. We got the first little case done. Yeah. Okay, so the next episode will be Turnabout Sisters. We will be playing through that one soon. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
That'll probably be up next week.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And we will see you next time. Bye!
See ya!